Hi guys, it's Rachel here. So I'm getting ready to show you how to make the bags, the gift bags. Now these don't have to be for Christmas, obviously these are not Christmas papers. They can be for any occasion, and sometimes it's nice to do a non-traditional Christmas colour as well. But the first thing you need to do is have all your bits and pieces ready. Like if you want to, well, no, actually I'm not ready. I haven't cut up my any stars or anything like that. But if you want to do any, die cut pieces, cut those out first with the felt. And then you can do your, like we'll do these together now. Have some pom-poms made. So let's make one more pom-pom. I've been making them now. This is what I use here. This is my pom-pom maker. And there are 4 sizes. So it's going to look like this. Okay. And then you put your 2 together. I thought they were the weirdest things when I first got them. Okay. And then, so this goes, those 2 go together. You hold them together and those go together. Okay. So I'll just show you the other. There's that size that makes this pom-pom. This one that I've got this one here makes this size pom-pom, and then my smaller one, which is that, makes these tiny pom-poms. And then I've got a bigger one, but it's under the mess there, so I won't show you that. It's bigger than that one. Okay, so we're going to do a pink. I've only got one pink, so we'll do a pink. Now, how many times how much you have to wrap around will depend on your wool. So this one has thicker bits and thinner bits, whereas this one is just, I think it's like an 8-ply wool or 6-ply wool or something like that. So that one you'll have to wrap around more because it's not as thick as this one. So basically you just grab, how do I like to do it? I like to do it like this. I'm a lefty, so you just do it whatever's comfortable for you. I just hold the towel. I don't actually know how to use these properly. So I think probably you wrap the towel around something, but anyway, I just hold on to it. And it's a bit fiddly when you first get started, as you can see. And you just start wrapping, and it'll all come together in a second. You just got to get yourself going first. And then, am I on screen? Yes, I am. Okay, so you start wrapping around. You don't need to worry about that bit. And then you go backwards and forwards. It's very easy. Now, you just have to be careful. I'll tell you when we get towards the end, that's all. Now, and you wrap on, pull it as tight as you can, because that means you get more wraps into it. You don't want it to do it loosely. I'm pulling it taut as I go. And this one's not too big, so it doesn't take too long to do. But they're not, I mean, pom-poms are not that fast to make, really. Just take a while. I've been sitting here making them. It's taken me about an hour to make, how many? About 6. Yeah, about 6, not even, yeah, 6. So yeah, they do take a while. So that's, you don't go too far beyond here, those bits there, you see. It can bulge out like that. So basically then you close it, squish it in, and then I just wrap it around there. I'm sure my other one needs to wrap around my beginning thing. You just wrap it under there, get it under there, and that's that, and trim it off. Not too short. Don't really need that bit. So that's that. And then you go ahead and do the other side. I'm pretty sure this is how you use them. They work for me. I don't think I read the instructions. I don't like reading instructions. Don't like measuring, don't like reading instructions, although sometimes I'm forced to. Okay. So, what I wanted to mention. So, I had a few comments. I haven't answered my comments yet, actually, today. About the poor Aussies. So Arteza obviously don't have a site for the Australians, and they're not shipping from their own sites. So that's unfortunate because you can't use your discount code. The only place you can buy from is Amazon Australia, and like the paints, for example, are $69.99 Aussie, which works out to be about, a little bit over $1 a tube, which is not too bad. It's just that I don't know what the shipping is, because obviously if I go on there, it tells me it's shipping to Italy. But I saw that it said if you're a Prime member, you get free shipping. You're eligible for I don't know what the conditions are to get the free shipping, but you might be able to get free shipping if you're a Prime member. I know that Amazon has not been around in Australia for too long, and I don't know that it's as widely used as it is in other countries. I buy a lot on Amazon, so I'm with Amazon at Prime. It's worth it for me. So yeah, so they might work out with shipping to, if you're not with Amazon Prime, about $100. So you then have to evaluate whether what do tubes of acrylic paint cost. You're getting 60 colors, so you have to work out per tube whether it's worth it to you or not. They are very pigmented paints. They're good paints. I like them. If you're not like some sort of amazing artist that you're selling huge canvases, these paints are perfect for the average person like me. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I had a chat to my sister about it too. She was disappointed. She tried to buy some stuff and she has to buy them on Amazon. So Amazon Australia. Anyway, let's get back to the job at hand. So I've got this now. What you don't want, like, the tighter you wrap it here, the better. You're going to get a tighter pom. Like this one I wrapped really tight, as opposed to this one I wrapped not, even though it's a different, ignore the fact that it's a different shape. I didn't pull that one as tight. I wrapped that one really tightly and a lot, and you see the difference in pom-pom you get. The only thing is when you wrap it tight like this, you have to, these can pop out. So you need to keep it in your hand to stop it from popping out. Now before you do any snipping, you want to cut a piece of wool, quite fairly long, just in case it rips or something while you're tying. So okay, so now you want to hold it in your hand like this, and you need good scissors that cut, and then you start snipping. Now the thicker it is, the harder it'll be to snip. Now, so that's snipping there. I might not be able to talk and snip at the same time. Oh, there we go. But if you're having trouble snipping, what you do is you just slip your scissors in and snip the top layers and then go down to the bottom layers, and that makes it. Now at this point you do not want it to pop out. You need to hold it fairly firmly, because it could all fall apart, you see. You don't, and that a couple of my other ones started to fall apart, but I sort of caught them and pushed them back in. See, that can pop out. You don't want that to happen, so you've got to hold on to it. Don't want anything like that happening. That would not be good. So then we'll go here and we'll snip this one if we can. I might have to do a few of the top layers first. There we go. Nope, because this is thicker, you see. But you need good scissors. You don't want scissors that don't cut, because you get a very. My hand is very tired from doing this, I must say, from making all of those. I should have done them last night instead of sitting around doing nothing, watching TV. But I didn't, because I didn't think ahead, did I? Okay, so that way I've wasted time this morning doing it. Okay, so here we go. Then we've got to get our piece that we cut, and you'll see there's a space in here. You've got to slide that in there, and whilst holding it all together. This is the most awkward bit. Now that I've got this in the middle, I'm not too worried about anything popping, because I'm just going to very carefully tie and then pull, and it goes down in the center. And I'm not going to pull this one too hard. This wool tends to rip if you pull it too hard. I go back around the other way and tie it again. Oh, and it ripped, and I whacked the thing. Oh, now that's not good. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to get another piece, you see. Nothing's come out, and I'm just going to tie another one around, and I won't worry about the first one, because it won't be holding anything together, because I'll have another one tied around it. So yeah, that's what can happen, you see. I told you my videos are what not to do. Okay, so tie that. I'm whacking things left, right and centre. Okay, so this might be a disaster. I do have the luxury of not, redoing the video if something doesn't work, but no, I think you should see if things don't work. Anyway, I think it's working. So then you just get it. Now, where are my 2 bits? Got to keep you don't want to snip your 2 bits. You need to keep your 2 bits. Now, why are they not together? Oh, here they are. Those are my 2 bits. I need to keep those, or are they my 2 bits? I've got 2 bits everywhere. Doesn't matter. Okay, I think I'll keep. Yes, they're my bit. Well, they both look the same. Okay, it doesn't matter. So just flip it about a little bit, make it, you know, sort of amalgamate in a certain sense. Now, let me just see here. That's, oh, I see, that's the one that ripped. What's this one? Oh, no, that one comes out. That's not my bit. So that's my bit that ripped. So let's just snip those off so they don't confuse me. Okay, and these are my, you don't want to cut these bits because these are what you use to tie it onto things. Because you won't be able to find your centre so well once you've done this. So you get it like this. Just fluff it about a little bit. I'll put those out of the way because they get tangled. I'm not going to make any more. I do get tired of making them. They make your hand gets tired. Your hand does get tired. I just keep it all in a box too. Your hand gets tired snipping and doing all that stuff. So you'll see now. So I just got my basket here. And you do end up snipping quite a bit. And you just want to give it a little haircut. So it's more or less level. And you end up snipping. Don't be afraid to snip it because as you get further down, you get to where it's more dense, and that's how you get the dense look. Otherwise, they look very loose. They're not loose. It's just as the wool is thin, you know, the density of the wool is thinner, longer, thins out. I don't know. You know what I mean. Okay, so we've got to get cracking and making a bag. Got this mess here. The only thing is that really leaves fluff everywhere and it can go up your nose and make you sneeze. So let's have a look. I mean, I haven't done a very good job, but that'll, oh no, there's a few long bits that, you see, you just sort of level it all out, but in a circle sort of shape. So you work around kind of to create your circle. I mean, you could snip forever. So this is a good thing to do in front of the TV. There we go, that'll do. Now I need to get up these. Oh, I put this tape away. I'm just going to get some tape here. Get rid of that. Because it leaves there's all these mini bits of fluff everywhere. It doesn't come up. Maybe I'll grab a wet one. But I don't like the look of it. It's annoying. It's like I've got fur on my mat. I don't like it. Okay, let's put that, I'm going to tip that into the rubbish, put that out of my eyesight. Okay, that's getting rid of it. I don't like all the fluff. Clean off my mat. There we go. Now we're in action. Okay, so I don't want those scissors near there, my very good scissors. Put those over there. Put that up there. And let's grab a piece of paper. We're ready. Oh, no, we're not. Well, let's cut some. I might cut, this pink is nice. Well, what about the fluoro pink? Oh, this pink. This pink's good. I don't want to do red. I'm not going to do red. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut biggest, where's my biggest star? Maybe this one. No, that one might be, yeah, this one. I'm going to cut this star here. So what I need is pencil. This is a fairly simple job here. There's nothing complicated, just tracing around my cookie cutter. Because I don't bake cookies, I just use my cookie cutters for shapes. And then I need scissors. Here they are. Okay. Just cut it off. And I like the stiffness of these for this sort of thing, and I just go round and snip to get my shape. I'm going to snip around my drawn line. I mean, this is so simple. Okay. Right. Sometimes I like to just go and snip that off. The very point. Yes, I do like that. Then I need, if I can find it, here I thought I was organised. I need my punch, and I've got the bigger one on here. I'm just going to grab this other mat and do it on here, and I'm just going to, maybe I'll put it there. I'm going to put a hole in there. You can see that. Okay, and I can tie that, you see. Okay, so let's get making a bag. We've got all our bits ready, I think, more or less. He's a bit damp. My bags won't like that, will they? Whoops. Oh gosh, talk about the bodgy crafter today. Okay, so I've got my A3. Let's do the A3. Now, first job. The first thing I'm going to do is fold down the top. So I'm not going to use glue today. You could use glue. I wouldn't use glue stick. I would use wet glue. You know, like you guys have. I don't have Fabri-Tac or anything like that that dries really fast. I just use the white glue. I have to be careful. Oh, look, I've already gone crooked. But yeah, I'm just going to use tape just for speed. And I might just snip that there and then I'll just fold it back on itself. So we need to, it's a bit hard. I've got my tripod. Actually, you need to run your finger along and make sure the tape's stuck down. I've got my tripod right next to me. And I'll link Treasure Book's video down below as well. And I'll link all of the, obviously, the Arteza products, because these are the papers that we painted with the paints. And then we're using a little bit of the felt. Okay. So that's just going, oh gosh, I hope I don't mess this up. It's just going to fold. Might be crooked, you never know. Knowing me, it'll be crooked. I probably should have folded. Okay, what I think you should do, so you don't get nervous like I just did, is I probably should have glued that actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because if I put holes in there, they're going to be hard to push through. But maybe fold it over before taking off the sticky. Okay, and then my next job is I need to fold it over like that. So I'm going to put my tape here, down one edge, like so. Of course, you can decorate these papers if you want to. You can do some stamping on here. You can do some collaging. You can do all kinds of things. So I'm just going to get that. That's that. And I need to sort of line this up now. I can't see, can I? Need that to be there and that to go about there, I think. Hopefully I'm getting it right. Nope. But what I am going to do, I've done a bit of a wonky job there. I'm going to, well, you can't even see my join really. I don't really need to cover up my join. You can't really see it, but it's a bit sticky. Anyway, I think I'll just leave it. It's really just to show you. So then, now I can't remember. Oh, I know. Then you get your bag. You don't want to squish down your sides too much. Kind of put that in the center. And what you do is you fold it up about whatever height you want your base. I'm just eyeballing it, just making it up as I go. What have I folded it up? About 1.5 inches. Yes, about 1.5 inches. What's 1.5 inches? About 4 centimeters, something like that. And then you get this here. You open this bit out. See, it's stuck to itself. Get this bit out, and then you fold. You've got your crease here and that line there. You put the crease on top of that line and flatten it out and crease it. And you could use your bone folder. Oh, I've got a bone folder right here. Let's do that just for good show, good measure. And then you do it on the other side as well. They're very simple to make. No measuring. And I could have lined this bag, could have done many things. Okay. And then you take one side here, you've got your line there, you want to fold it just over halfway. I don't seem to get mine very, that they don't sit very well, if you know what I mean, like it's kind of uneven, but you know me, I don't really care. And then I'm going to grab my sticky tape. I'm going to put it on that side. I am. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it there. I'm just going to cut it. Okay. I'm going to stick it on here. So if you want a more complete tutorial, please go and watch. It's always a good idea to watch the original person. I mean, it's not Treasure Book's idea. It's, as I said, it's all over Pinterest. But she's done a very good comprehensive video on how to make these. And then you fold that over there. I might fold it a bit more like that. That's that. And if you want, you can put a piece of paper under there. I think I did that on one of them. No, well, I don't have it. No, I didn't. I thought I did. And so then you open out your bag. That's a nice shaped bag with the A3. It's a very good size bag, isn't it? Okay. So there you go. And then you need to put your holes in for your, let's see how we go. So I actually eyeballed it. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 squares. So the middle is there. Oh, so I don't even need to. I can put, I'm using my mat here. I've got my middle and I'm going to decide to go 2 squares over, and I'm just going to put a little circle there. And there's my middle and 2 squares over, and I'll put a little circle about there. I'm just going to eyeball it. And I'm going to hole punch. Oh, worked. So that way you're guaranteed that your holes kind of match up on either side. Okay, and what will I use as my cord? Well, I think I'll use, I don't know if I've got enough of this one. Do I have enough of this one? I like this one. What will I use? Just a minute. I do like this one too. That one's harder to tie though. So I'll do this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that's all I've got, this nice cotton cord. So let's just take it off the thing. It's very nice indeed, this one. Okay, got it off there, and keep the sticky tape on there. So what I need, what I do is I just really eyeball it. I want my handles like that, and I add on this an amount like 4 inches, say, to whatever my length is, and then I cut. That's where I cut it. I'll tell you about how long this is. I'll just measure it and then I'll tell you. You can't see. It's about 19 inches long. Oh, wait, then I cut the other one first before I do that, so I get them the same, more or less. Oh, I had heaps. I think probably got enough for another one. Okay. And you don't put, I put it in this way, like so. Then I tie my knot and make sure I just slide it towards the end of the rope. There we go. And this one's easier. You thread it through the same way. This one's easier because it's got some sticky tape on the end. And then you just slide your knot towards the end. And you need to have something that's going to be thick enough, if you know what I mean, in this, that it's not going to slip out through your holes. And you could reinforce the holes. As I said, you'll get a much more comprehensive tutorial from Treasure Books. She decorated hers differently to me. I'm doing mine are more simple. I've got my more painted sort of papers, and I'm just decorating where the handles are, really. But you can do, as I said, you can do all kinds of things. Put that one there. Okay. And there, see, and they measure perfectly. Okay, so now we need to decorate. And I was thinking I would like this hanging down. I need to find, my baker's twine is all the way behind over there. Well, that'll be fun and fresh getting that, because there's a whole lot of mess there. Why don't I put, this will thread through. There we go. So I'm just going to, what I did with these was I just threaded them through and then tied my knot. You could tie them onto the handle if you want to, but I did it this way because I don't know why. And then I just put it here on the handle and threaded it through itself, so it can be removed. It doesn't have to stay there forever. We will make another bag, but we'll just finish off this one. This one's going to just have pom-poms and a star, I think. And I was thinking the big pom-pom was for here, so with pink. Oh, I like it. And green, I thought. So I just tie them on. It's very simple. Oh no, this bigger one, I thought. The really big pom-pom. Is that too big? I think that one's too big. Okay, we'll still do what I was going to do. Could even have 3 if you wanted to. You can tie on a tag. You could tie, you know, berries on there, ribbon, you know, bows, all that sort of thing. So I'll just tie that there. And then I want this one to sort of hang down a bit lower, so I won't tie it quite as tight. Actually, I'll just trim that off. A bit all over the place, really. There we go, trim that off. Then grab this one, like so, and then, oh, I know what else would be nice. I'm ending up tying it tightly. I tell you what else would be nice is a tassel. So that's that. You can snip those bits off afterwards or tuck them in. And you've got a big decorated bag that can fit many things in. And this could be lined. It'd be nice lined. You could, oh, and I put it on the back. There's the back. What about, I want to make this one Christmassy. Let me just grab my pretty things here. What about if we put something on there? I mean, how cute is that? I'm going to glue that there. Yes, I am. Hello. Oh, I like the Santa there. Yes. Glue. Haven't glued anything for days. What have I been up to? I don't know what I've been doing. Oh, I've been printing. I've been printing because I'm getting cracking with my journals, and I had to print the pages. And that's quite a big job actually, because I put my pages in InDesign to the correct size now. I figured it out. To the correct size, even though I've done it backwards. That covers up the sticky bit. To the correct size of the antique book that I'm altering, so I don't snip off part of the picture and that sort of thing. Where did I put my folder now? Oh, over there. I just wanted to see also, so these are the lovely cutouts from Dreams, etc. So for example, you could have something like maybe that one. Oh, I love this. I'm so excited. I know how I'm going to be doing my presents this year. Okay, I'll get these, my favourite scissors. Sorry guys. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Gosh, the morning went quickly. Went to the post office, then I just sorted out my mess around the computer. Then my sister called me to talk about the paints, and then I came and made pom-poms. And now I'm here, and that is it. That's the morning gone. Isn't that disappointing? Yeah, I always wake up in the morning so happy. Sorry, I just dropped it on the floor. I could fall off my chair. There we go. Oh, getting old. Do we like it with the writing or not? Oh, Christmas tree. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? That. I might like the black one more. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so that I always wake up in the morning always full of, you know, enthusiasm for what I'm going to get done in the day. And then all of a sudden, it's midday, and I'm like, well, my goodness, where did the day go? What happened to it? What happened to it? Oh my goodness. And tomorrow we're invited to my my husband's cousin, with the one with the wild nearly 3-year-old. Her husband's it's his cousin, I think, or his aunt. She's a bit older than us, but she's got 2 daughters. One's a bit older than Lulu, and one's Lulu's age. And oh yeah, I like that one more. And anyway, they've got an Aussie girl staying there. I don't know what it's for. I guess I'll discover it tomorrow. She's 15, and she's obviously doing some kind of, experience or exchange or something like that. No, there. And so they've invited us over to dinner. I just got a message before I switched my phone off that she's doing fish. Lulu and I don't eat a lot of fish. I like fish baked in the oven with olives and potatoes and little baby tomatoes and stuff, but they do lots of funny fish things here. I don't eat fishy fish. So anyway, I told Steph's cousin, that's okay, Lulu and I will be on a diet. But the only thing is, I don't want to be rude, and I can't even eat it. It just doesn't go down. So I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, that's that bag. Isn't that fun? I like it. Okay, so that's that one. And let's do another one. Another one I wanted to see was how it turns out, if you can bear it. You can switch off if you don't want to see. I wanted to see how this one would turn out. I love this one. Now, you could sort of, do your decorating now, more or less in the center, if you wanted to. Or you could do it after. So, again, this one I'm going to fold over. And I didn't have any problem punching through my tape, so I'm going to tape it again, because taping was really easy. I might tape it a bit lower down from the edge, so I get a bigger fold, is all I want, what I want. Okay, and what I'm going to do, this is what I thought we should be done first, is I'm just going to do my fold before I take the paper off, the tape, so I'm not stuck with it being very crooked. And I'm going to get my bone folder as well. And this one's a little bit crinkly, the bag. It's just because, isn't that yummy? I love it. It's just because, number one, I should have lined it probably. This is stronger paper, the straw paper. And number two, it's been lying around a lot, the paper. So that's why it's been hanging around waiting to be made into something. Because I did all my Arteza videos last week. And then I just had to wait for the go ahead, and then I was able to publish them. Okay, so this is obviously going to be a smaller bag, and I'm going to put my tape on here, as you do. Hopefully I do a better job at sticking it down. Okay, and I'm going to be brave and peel off the back of my tape. And I'm just going to go like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it up like this. See, now I'm getting better at it, I hope. And I'm just going to fold that over like that. And do not worry about matching up your designs. I mean, if you want to cover up the seam there, you can stick something over it. There we go. So here's my little bag, my little tube. I need to flip it over. Fold this up like so. I mean, look, I've done it differently this time. I've folded up about 1 inch because it's a smaller bag. I didn't fold it up as much. Go over with my bone folder. Open my little bit here. How long have we been filming for? Are we even filming? Oh, yes. I'm not alone. Okay, and open it out, and it kind of already goes down. I'm not even going to use the bone folder. Hold it down. Isn't this fun? Put that there. This one's coming along much faster. Fold that slightly over there. Get my tape. I'm just going to measure it. Any bits that overhang, I fold back on themselves so that they don't stick anything. So I've got a few overhanging bits there. Just make sure it's stuck down, otherwise you can't peel it off. There we go. And see those little bits that are overhanging? I just fold them back onto themselves. In theory. Okay. And then I've got to get this and just fold it over like so. Oh, that's a little teeny tiny bottom. And there we go. I mean, you don't have to put handles on the bags. You could put, like, rather than putting handles on the bag, you could close them like this. Why don't, oh, let's do this. So what I would do is, I would then maybe just punch it. No, maybe do 2 holes. I think I'll do it with this. Yes, just I'm only eyeballing it. Go through there. You might think I'm mad. Totally mad. Go through there. Okay, and then so what you could do is you could get your big pom-pom. Get your big pom-pom. Stick it through there. Oh, isn't this fun? Here we go. We've got a variation happening here. Who knows what could happen if I had all day to make bags. My pom-pom is heavy. I know what I'm going to do. That will make my life much easier. Is I'm going to clip it. There we go. That's what we need clips for. Right. So get my pom-pom. I mean, I might not like this. I'm just trying it out. So just bear with me a second. So my pom-pom is very heavy. I could have 2 pom-poms even. So you could have your pom-pom, oh, tie it. I'm just tying a bow because I might use this bag. You could have a red pom-pom. I'm not going to even say it. Oh, you can't see the doily. Maybe a bigger doily. Isn't that funny? I like that. You could have like one of these hanging down. Not this colour. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. You can have one of those hanging down. Like that, you see? Or you can take the pom-pom out. Don't like the pom-pom. Get rid of the pom-pom. And we could have... Probably need something bigger than that. You could tie a bow through there. So you'd have to come through like this. You can tie some, you know, tie a pom-pom and some hearts coming down. So let's just trim this off. Okay. Tie a bow. How do I like to? I like to go like this. So bring my one like that and one like that, and then put that over there. That like that. This is the way I get my bows to stand up. Pull it, and actually you've got to flip that one around. But I think I would like a bigger ribbon than that. See, and not that colour. I would have a bigger ribbon and not that colour, and have a pom-pom on there would be nice. You could have something hanging down. So yep, that's that. I don't think I like that colour though. I can't find my Christmas ribbon. Let's see what else I've got. I like the pom-pom the best. Like if you had one of these Christmas trees too. This one had the thing was on one of my sister's presents, but wouldn't that be nice with a Christmas tree hanging down? I don't have any in here. I've got my Christmas box here. Let me show you my Christmas box. This is my Christmas box. It's got all random useless things in there. Useless. Oh, here we go. Here's some decorations. Like you could hang a decoration down there. They're old, those. That doesn't even have anything on it. Orange. Okay. No, I don't really have much in here that I can use. Could stick these things on. See? No. Oh, I've got a little star there, but no, I would have a felt star because they're not as heavy. That would be nice, but I don't think that'll go through my hole. I wonder where I put all my Christmas trims. I think they're probably in a bag in one of those drawers. This won't go through my hole. But what you could do is you could tie a bow with this. Isn't this lovely? So you tie a bow, and they go up here. And then you'd glue that on. That's what you do. Pull it tight. Don't want it that big. They're a little bit fiddly when you tie them like this, when they're not attached to anything. Probably needs an iron. Like many things in my house, it needs an iron. There you go. That one. So you could have a beautiful big bow on there. So there are many options. I'm just wondering whether I want to decorate this bag, but I will be tying that. And then deciding what is going to go on there. For example, this could be nice. Let's just whiz around this one, if you can bear it. And there will be plenty of other ideas to do with the papers. I had an idea before and I've totally forgotten what it was. It'll come to me and we'll do some more in another video. But as far as wrapping, love it. You could also, I had actually seen it on Pinterest, but then also a subby had told me that one time she had used all of her brown paper bags and wrapped all the presents in them, but she hadn't thought to paint them or decorate them. So that's an idea. Get all your brown paper bags. But I like to use my brown paper bags for my paper rubbish, so that's why you never see me using brown paper bags, because I need them for my rubbish. I figure that the paper rubbish should go in the paper bag. Because we have the bins out the front here. Italy is good like that. You have bins for plastic. You have bins for oil, throwing out frying oil, because that has... Oh, I like that. You have bins for frying oil. One bin. You have glass, paper, plastic, and organic, and then mixed. So yeah, they're pretty good like that. The only thing is there are some things that you think should be in the plastic or whatever, and then they tell you that no, that should not go in the plastic because it's got something else in it and it has to go in the mix. So I probably don't do perfect separating of my rubbish, but I try my best. So yes, I have about, how many bins? I've got 5 bins. Well, no, one's a brown paper bag. Then the plastic, the bottles we just put in a plastic bag and then go and throw them out. And then the rest are bins. I like that. I've just got to find what I want up there. I wasn't 100% happy. I'd like the pom-pom more on the side, you see. So I could tie this up. I love this. This string is, this jute cord is beautiful. Absolutely love it. I've got to go through that way. If I want the bow to come through to the front, I've got to go that way. Cut it nice and long. You know me, I do take time to make decisions. It just doesn't happen overnight. Okay, let's see. This is way too long, obviously, but I like that. That's going to stick up. And then I think I might need to make, and I could get my pom-pom. I'm insisting on the pom-pom, aren't I? Talk about insisting. maybe the pom-pom should be ditched. This one, I think, might be too big for this little bag. That's what my issue is. Although I like it. I like that. And I think I might have a green star there as well. I might have a green star. Okay. I actually like that. I need to trim these a bit wild, aren't they? Maybe I should tie a knot. There we go. I mean, you can undo the knot if you can't slip them out through the holes. And they're not that tight. And then I said I might like, I've got lots of greens to choose from in here in the felt. I don't want that colour. I could like, not that, I like that colour. I like that colour. Or that colour. This colour. Keep it in the similar hues, I think. And what size star do I want? I'll have this size star. I don't want it to be too big. I don't like wasting, so I'll always put it down towards the edge. Okay, and well, I haven't, oh yes, I can see. Just cut it out. I need the good scissors. Rightio. Goodness knows how long this video is. I'm just babbling on, mucking around. So it is a good idea to have some things ready before you get started. I think that you can just sort of pull out and test and see what you like the best. Okay, so that's my star, and then I need to punch a hole in. I think I'll just do it on here. The hole up there. There. Oh, didn't come out. It's because I'm doing it on the book. There we go. And I want a little bit of this. What's it called? This cotton. I'm going to tie it on with the cotton, not the cotton, the wool. And I'm going to tie it. Just pop it through the hole. It helps if you look what you're doing. And then I'm just going to decide. Oh yeah, I really do like that. I could have done a red one, would have been nice too. Oh, I like it. See, just muck around like me. Then, of course, when we're ready to do the gift, I would trim off, you know, my things there. But you just pull things out and have a play with them and see. I love these. So these are my bags. I've made these Christmassy, obviously. But, you know, they cannot be Christmassy too, as I said. So isn't that a bit of fun? I love that. There we go. So I think I'll sign off. I think I'm getting like a bit all over the place. I'd love to make more. Maybe I'll make some more and I'll photograph them for Instagram. Okay, I think I need to go and have another coffee. So thank you for putting up with me, guys. It's a bit of a wonky video, but oh, just love playing with all these things. Super fun. So I hope you enjoyed that and you get making your Christmas bags to put in the things that you've been making over the last weeks with me. And I will see you soon. Bye.